fun day it's been. Today I got to learn a lot about NURBS. So if I take off the visibility of the cube and make the NURBS visible, it looks just like a cube. I am having problems. You can see this gap here. That's where the parametric geometry did not meet up with the other side. Some of the cool things with NURBS is all of your control points are pretty much outside of the geometry. They're more like an influence on the final geometry. You can get nice curves and stuff, but we're not really into that right now. I have my little control net. So that's what the actual net of vertices look like. Let's put NURBS back on, and I can actually increase the degrees. By default, NURBS is at 1 degree for the second life stuff, but normal software goes up to 3 degrees. You can see the object becomes much more smooth on the corners there as I increase the degrees. And uh-oh, it's getting wonky. It's exploding on me. Yeah, so I can't really use the default NURBS for my models, and it also breaks a lot of stuff. So here's 3, go back down to 1, and now I see the shape of this object coming forward. But if I go and look at wall, NURBS seems to have a problem with, parametric geometry that does not have a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. Or at least I haven't been able to figure it out. So by default, I just hide everything instead of looking at all of my errors in the console and a black screen anyway. Let's go back. Here's our UFO. One of the big things I found out is that parametric geometry has a lot of UV mapping built into it. And my UFOs now look fine at the top. And they look fine at the bottom. Or no, this is actually the top. Well, that's kind of weird. Ooh, I can see inside there. All right, so it's not perfect, but it's close to it. Yay. Yeah, so, oh, that's still NURBS. Let's put the regular. Here's the parametric geometry with just regular, no NURBS, just a regular mesh. And there is no hole there. That's awesome. And the top, there is no hole there. And I was able to get this fixed to actually show up better instead of being all twisted and wonky. And the top, or on the bottom, who knows? But anyway, the NURBS is actually used with parametric geometry, so I learned about how parametric geometry is used, which led me to believe that, hey, I should probably use it for my models since I'm taking a 2D image and building a 3D image out of it. So it's the same concept going on there. What else? What else? Just change things around so I see smaller names. I don't see the whole file name when I go through this list, and it's sorted by that stuff. There was like a lot of noise. The same thing here. So before I had a select box going all the way to the right, just because the names were so big. Create these little numeric inputs, and the same thing with the rotation. Why is the rotation not working? Okay, so why can't I go below 0? Oh, because it's in degrees. I can't believe I forgot what I did that intentionally, because the in Second Life you go from 359.95 is the max, I believe. So anyway, yeah, that's been fun. And that's it. Just changes to the UI a little bit. Not much going on. Tomorrow I get to work on actually moving vertex. I want to be able to edit the model within this view. That's the whole point of this whole project, is because I want the end user to be able to create their own little objects to collect and distribute and whatnot. So, and then there's other ideas of how to transfer those in the wild, maybe using QR codes or barcode reader API. So it may not necessarily need an online connection to interact with the world. It gives you the ability to go to places that only have a physical QR code to scan, whereas you can't just go online and download it unless somebody else posts it. But still, there's other ways around that too. All right, so that's it.